It's almost like I have a fashion coordinator. I've got OD gloves, an OD hat, and an OD AR-15. Welcome to a warehouse review, Net and Fancy project. I did not plan all this olive drab. It just happened that way. These, by the way, are strong suit gloves. I got them a couple weeks ago and I really like them. They are excellent, high dexterity. They seem to be wearing well, cost effective. I will have some links below for you guys, taking you to Pro 2A Optics Planet, of course. On we go with a short format AR-15 review by CheyTac. And I noticed they're selling the newer version of the CheyTac M200 intervention in 408 CheyTac in their deployment package for $32,000. Good luck, boys. Good luck with that. Now, that's a rifle featured in Shooter in 2007, a fully entertaining movie with Mark Wahlberg. As you guys know, I actually like the movie a lot, but it has no semblance to reality whatsoever, especially when he's shooting a can of Dinty-Moore stew at what, a mile? Was it in the movie? I forget, and he hits it. Yeah, right. Okay, whatevs. But that was a CheyTac M200 in 408 CheyTac, and so in the movie it had a huge profile, very cool gun for the movie. And dude, don't get me wrong, I'm not belittling that platform at all. I think 408 CheyTac is a legit high BC round, technically 1.5 mile capability. It's a big platform. The M200 is like a 7-round mag, 31, 32 pounds. Decent, but you know, there's better ones in my opinion. But the name CheyTac resonates with guys who know guns because of Shooter the movie. They knew that platform, and probably some other, I don't know, video games or something that featured it. So they wanted to springboard off of it and hoped it would generate sales. And so they spit out some AR-15s, supposedly high-end AR-15s. And I have seen some other coated versions in tungsten, FDE. This is in, it looks like army green. You might call it olive drab, but it looks more like a Ranger or army green. It almost matches perfectly my, my gloves from Strong Suit. Oh, by the way, Strong Suit did not give me these gloves, so don't think I'm promoting them because they gave me anything. I just bought them and I like them. Okay. So this gun, as it came off the rack at Gunny's, the Great American Gun Store, thank you to Wyatt and Wyatt only at Gunny's. He's the one that recommended I review this, and I said, what the hey, my guys still want AR-15 reviews. They're still legal to do for now, so I snagged it on loan via 1473 FFO form, as I always do, and then I get it back to him. If I really like it and I think it can serve well as a cast member, once in a while, I will purchase it from him, and you may see a particular gun that goes through that course again and again. Will I do it with this? You'll have to wait till the end of the video. So anytime you pick up a coated AR-15, not always, but usually, it means it's a higher end AR-15. You'll be spending usually around $1,000. There are some exceptions, and I have reviewed some. As soon as I took it off the rack, I was not super impressed with the weight. It's 7 pounds, 3 ounces without a scope, without a magazine. So add 4 more ounces for a mag. It was okay. I mean, it's in the ballpark. It's definitely not a heavy AR-15, but it is a billet receiver AR. And as I've always said, I don't really prefer or like billet receivers. Do you? I don't think they really offer any advantage other than some cool milling. I mean, we have an integrated trigger guard that is enlarged in the CheyTac. I guess this was called the CT15. And that's cool. I mean, it's not bad. And again, I'm not really railing on the weight. You have a different way to, you know, gate the magazine release button right here. So that's kind of cool. And sometimes they'll put milling on the front of the magazine well, so you have more traction. But I still remain a fan of forged uppers and lowers. Call me old school. They're stronger, lighter, cheaper, blah, 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 things I've said. So the weight is in the ballpark. However, this is not a lightweight AR-15. I dug really hard to find out who made this handguard, where they sourced it from. I think all of this is a put together gun. They just sourced parts and they slapped the CheyTac name on it. I didn't see anything on there. I really couldn't find information. It looks like a Midwest Industries. So 15-inch M-lock handguard, of course. Strangely, these portions right here are not milled out. I guess that's just to make it more special. I think I put this on. So this is just a section of rail that I used with a VG during testing, and we did shoot this quite a bit, probably more than I should have. I like the handguard. I have no problems with it, really. I wish that was just milled out, but the diameter is decent on it. And I do like the color. Of course, I like colorized ARs. This one's very cool looking. I like the green. It's beautiful. And then just a 2-screw attachment, as we see a lot. We got some QD cups right here in the handguard. Do you guys utilize these? Tell me in comment if you do. I don't. I'm just curious if you guys do. I am surprised to see a very basic flash hider on there. It's just an A2 bird cage. This is not an inexpensive AR, and so you should probably put on something higher end on that, dudes. Not that it matters, because I don't think this gun is being produced anymore. This will be a legacy review. But, you know, I'm not impressed with that. I don't really have a huge issue with the A2s. I've ranted about this before, but if you're going to go high end and make a gun put together where a guy doesn't have to upgrade anything, do something different. We have a QPQ, that is nitride finished barrel. This is a 1-in-8 twist with this one, and it's chambered in 5.56. It has kind of a SOCOM style profile, so it's skinnier under the handguard, about 0.72. Post gas block, which is 2-screw attached, low profile. Mid-length gas system on the CT15. Full Picatinny rail on the top. That's okay. I don't really want to rant about this too much. The gun's not being made as far as I know anymore, so it doesn't matter. Short version, I don't want pick rail through here, come up here, unless you're running nods. This is, I believe, a Warhammer ambidextrous charging handle. I can't speak. Charging handle. I like it a lot. I mean, there's so many cool ones. You know, there's just a Bravo company makes some. Heck, Blackhawk made that one in the day that looked almost like this, and it was super inexpensive. I like it. It's cool. Really nice trigger cassette in here, and I call it cassette. It's just a drop-in trigger. It's a Timney Impact, pulling at about 3.5 pounds. Outstanding trigger. Everybody who shot it remarked of how awesome the trigger was. They're just like, gosh, that's a good trigger. And I was like, yep, it's legit good. I mean, I love the trigger. We have a forward assist. Wish they would have deleted that. That's kind of retarded to have that on here, whatever. And they have like an auto position for second. Cool, okay. It's a semi-automatic firearm, sporting firearm, of course. Yep. The furniture on this is from a company called B5 Systems. I don't know if I've reviewed it before. I don't know if they purchased another company. This looks like the old SOP mod stock by LMT. It's identical, actually, and it's called, well, what do you know? The SOP mod model. Has a battery compartment here, sling swivel here, sling attachment here. It's old school. It's not ultimately lightweight, about 12 ounces. That's where some of that overall weight is coming from. Mil-spec buffer tube, really interesting castle nut that's tightened adequately. I don't know if I see it. Yeah, that is staked also. I've said this before. I don't really need it staked in case I need to take it off, put a sling plate on it or something. This is a good stock, though. I do like it. They do have some other versions. And I went on Optics Planet and was kind of familiarizing myself with the B5 system stuff, and I kind of liked what I saw. I'll put some of my favorite links. If you're doing a build below, use them because I like making money for my hard work. B5 Systems pistol grip. I really like this pistol grip a lot. It's only 20 bucks. 20 bucks at, well, currently at Optics Planet. That's pretty good. Really excellent laser stippling. That's what I call it, traction on there. You can put a grip plug in there. I think it's sold separately just to reduce cost and weight. I don't know if a lot of guys do it. I do run, if I'm running a battery powered optic, I will run my batteries in here. I'll just put like some open cell foam in there and I just jam it. You don't actually need a grip plug. You can just jam it in foam, and if you have a coin battery like a 2032 or something, I do recommend doing that. No matter what the optic is, no matter what they say the burn is on, like a 50,000 hour Holosun or something. 90-degree safety, I like it, not a 45. That's all good. Rest of the controls are pretty standard AR-15. I did take it apart and look at it. Here's an interesting upgrade. I'll roll in the video. It has what's called an Arma Spec Stealth H2 buffer spring assembly, and that is to make it quiet and smoother. We did notice this during shooting. It was a smooth experience. Pretty interesting. So that's an upgrade. I mean, that's what you would see in an upgraded AR, high-end AR, one costing like $1,500. Again, why did you put an A2 on it? And I don't think Gunny swapped that on. He doesn't do that. He just takes it out of box. This came out of box testing. But that's cool. I mean, I'm all down with a stealth spring. However, they're not ultimately light, and even though it's an H2 assembly, it is going to add a couple more ounces, I think, versus just a regular one right there. And then we have a nickel boron coated M16 BCG in there. Has all the military specifications: stake, gas key, shot peened, magnetic particle inspected. It seemed like a really nice BCG when I looked at it, and I have no issues with it at all. In fact, nickel boron is probably my favorite coating on any BCG with a DI gun. Just cleans off easy. You can actually just squirt it with WD-40. Don't worry about it, WD-40 fine. Clean it off with some blue shop towels and maybe scrub it with toothbrush and it'll come right off, and it does great. And then if you want to put like rim oil or a more viscous lubrication on it, go for it. I'm just using these days just synthetic motor oil, you know, like Mobil one in 5W30, and that's as good as anything. And just lube your bolt up with it, lube your charging handle channel up with it, you'll be good to go. And that's features. How did it shoot? The CheyTac CT15 in this very cool Ranger green. Well, initially I had a PMAG in there and we had some jams.
That's a little close.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, stoppage, dude. Look at that, dude. That's with brass, too.
Yeah. Wow.
You don't see that very often. It munched that thing, too.
Noodled it. Yeah, it's... Oh, another one.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Look at that. I'm gonna go get some lube. You know how to crack that open, right?
Yep. Nope.
Forward assist.
Nope.
That's why those are worthless.
Yeah. It was jammed up pretty good.
That might have been that one that jammed, though. I did reload it. Wow. Come on, CheyTac, let's go. Come on, CheyTac.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. When it works, it shoots good.
Yeah. Here we go.
Go for it.
which was a little bit surprising. Not the end of the world. I swapped magazines, and as memory serves, it was good to go after that. So we shot it probably 500 rounds. Again, that's way more money than I should have ever spent, since I'm not sponsored for my ammunition. Thanks to the donors for buying that ammo. I should have just shot it like 200 rounds and called it good, but we had it on multiple outings, and so multiple crew members. Sean shot it, Jardine shot it, I shot it, and then Macy, the mountain dog, shot it, and she liked it a lot too. Yeah, so it became reliable after that. I don't remember any other stoppages. It was smooth, fast to shoot. Everybody liked it. Again, the trigger, the smoothness of the recoil spring assembly, all good. Here's the accuracy. It is a little bit underwhelming. However, it was windy when I shot it. This is not a match load, it's just Wolf Gold. I don't really know why I put a squiggly mark there. That's actually a pretty decent group. I'm giving squiggly here just probably because I was in a mood that day. And here, I guess here's why I'm in a mood. So that is a little bit better than average AR-15 accuracy. The reason I'm in a little bit of a mood on this gun is because it's expensive and it's wearing a special name. And so I would have been super impressed had it been equipped with like a Criterion barrel in it and it was slinging rounds into half MOA. Then this would be a different review. Then I would actually be going, oh my gosh, I can't believe the market lost such a great gun, even though it might be expensive and maybe not the lightest weight. But as it is, it's shooting a little bit better than a normal AR-15, a little bit smoother. Would I buy one? Absolutely no, I would not buy one, not for the cost. There's some value AR-15s that I've reviewed that shoot just as good as this one. They're colorized like this one. They may not have all the whiz-bang features of like the Timney trigger, but it doesn't really matter. They're still worker guns and they'll serve you well. That being said, I'm sad to see what I think to be another AR-15 manufacturer go by the wayside. I don't like seeing that ever. I like the market being healthy and robust, and I don't like all these damn commies making it so difficult for these poor people to make a living on these guns. But the market has spoken, and apparently just didn't, I don't know, sell enough units for them to stick around. I could be wrong on this. Maybe they're getting ready to come out, but I found a 2020 article that said Campbell Arms bought them in 2020. Wow. Yeah, but I haven't seen it. If they don't have a website right now when I'm filming this in 2023, probably all bets are off. Thanks again to the donors for the short format AR-15 here in the TMP warehouse. Become a donor. Stay there for the rest of your life. Make sure you double check your payment methods. I lose about 30 dudes every month, and I don't think they are intentionally leaving. Their credit cards are just expiring and they're just not bothering to come back and re-up them. So it motivates me if I have a lot of donors, and I do work very, very hard for you and all the content flow. I'm not a gun tuber. I am a adventure channel, the first in the world actually, reviewing all kinds of fun stuff. There's that Duca dive watch again, link below. Super quality NH35 powered Seiko movement. See you next video. Over and out.
Wow.
Nice. Good shooting, brother.
Nice shooting gun.
It's clean, huh?
Yeah.
Clean AR.
Yeah, like it.
Okay, we're done with that.